Sparks HC busts WNBA myth as Mentees Odyssey Sims. Shey Peddy help Fever win. It took just 30 seconds for the Los Angeles Sparks postseason hopes to crash. Kelsey Plum and company dominated in periods against a Caitlin Clark-less Indiana Fever side for the fourth time. When they took a 3-point lead with just about a minute left, it seemed the Sparks would take it over the line. However, their early season point guard, Odyssey Sims, became their nemesis in the final seconds. Sims had all of Fever's final 5 points. To start with, he pulled up from downtown to tie the game, hyping up the Fever bench with Clark. However, Azura Stevens had the chance to give them a 2-point lead on the other end, but she could only make one of her 2 free throws. With just a 1-point lead, Sims powered into the paint and nailed a perfect 10-foot floater. Even with Fever leading, the game wasn't over yet. However, the same Kelsey Plum that made the winner against Dallas Wings a few days ago fumbled the ball this time around. A mentally crushing 76-75 loss could be the reason they fall out without making a playoff appearance. All because of their former point guard, Odyssey Sims. However, Sims' Los Angeles past did not correlate with her performance on the night, according to LA coach Lynn Roberts. How hard do you think did it give them an advantage tonight? Asked a reporter while referring to former LA player Sims and Shey Peddy on the Fever squad on the night. Roberts told the media, "No, I don't think so. I mean, Odyssey had a great game and tip your hat to her, she hit that big shot. And I don't think in the course of the game there's so much going on that they're not paying attention to our huddles. They're just competing. And Shey Peddy did a good job too. Just a good job at it, but I really don't in this league. It's very common for players to kind of be on different teams throughout the same season." Sims was a Sparks player for 12 games while averaging 9.8 points and 3.5 assists per game. She was looking to build a team and guide this young roster alongside Plum. Just being a leader, whether it's controlling the game, the tempo, making sure we're all set up, just making sure everything's going and getting people in their right spots, Peddy had said when she was a Sparks player. On the other hand, Peddy played only 6 games, averaging 5.0 points and 2.7 assists from the bench. However, it was not to be as they released both simultaneously. Maybe it was for the good, as both have thrived in the Fever system, and the Sparks have Kelsey Plum and Julie Van Loo running point. Looking at the bigger picture, the Sparks have thrived since releasing the 2, going 8-12. Looking on the other side of the fence, Fever coach Stephanie White was focused on both doing the best they could and had a similar outlook to Roberts. 2 of your point guards are former Sparks. How do you personally approach helping your players play against their former teams, especially in a season like this? A reporter asked White. She replied, "I think the most important thing for our players is that, number 1, that they're on our team for a reason. Number 2, they don't have anything to prove. We need them to be who they are. We need them to do what they have done to allow them to be successful and allow our team to be successful. Not one person needs to play outside of themselves to try to prove anything." There has been a barrage of injuries affecting the league this year. With the roster limit set at 12, there have been a lot more emergency signings and players bouncing around teams. Until the rosters expand with the league's expanding teams, such signings will continue to be the norm. When it comes to Sims, she is ready to take every opportunity.